The Craig Group's story begins in 1933 in the thriving fishing port of Aberdeen, where George Craig Sr., a trawler skipper, founded the business of George Craig & Sons with 3 deep-sea trawlers. In the 1940s, George's sons David and George took up the reins of the family business. David, a trawler skipper, went to sea, with George directing onshore operations. The brothers survived the war and for more than half a century pioneered fishing in northern waters. During the 70s, the discovery of oil and gas in the North Sea changed the course of the Craig Group forever. With a wealth of seagoing experience and vessels capable of operating in all conditions, the Craig fishing fleet was converted to provide offshore support vessels to the emerging oil industry. The third generation of the Craig family entered the business when David's son Douglas joined the group in 1976, initially to develop and drive the service divisions. Douglas became managing director in 1988. During the next decades, the Craig Group sailed into new waters through acquisition, diversification, and international growth. Today, the Craig Group remains a privately owned family-run business and is one of Scotland's top 100 companies. It provides employment for over 1,100 people and turns over in excess of £170 million. North Star Shipping operates the largest British wholly owned fleet working in the UK offshore industry. Providing clients with offshore support, ROV survey and emergency response and rescue vessels in one of the most hostile environments on the planet. North Star's fleet of 36 vessels with over 1,000 crew supports over 50 offshore installations, ready to respond 24/7, 365 days a year.
Emergency response and rescue vessels are hugely important to this industry. And not only do they guard the installations from collision, for example, from other ships and the like, but they perform a vital role in safety of the offshore installations. Indeed, I know that the Craig Group vessels have saved over 70 lives.
Since 2002, £250 million has been invested in 22 new vessels, demonstrating North Star's commitment to safety, service and quality. This investment has also allowed North Star to offer platform supply and ROV capability. This year saw the introduction of the largest vessels ever built by Craig Group, the platform supply vessels the Grampian Sovereign and the Grampian Scepter, a £50 million investment. Both vessels are 83 metres long, with diesel-electric propulsion and a 900 square metre deck. Underpinning this investment is North Star's commitment to training the next generation of seafarers through their cadet training programme. North Star is currently training 80 deck and engineering cadets.
The cadetship took me about 3.5 years. I would not be in the position that I am today if it were not for North Star's backing and support. We have a mix of deck and engineering cadets. We get quite involved in their training, both the theoretical side and the practical side. It's challenging but very rewarding.
Another Craig Group division, Craig International Supplies, plays a key role in oilfield procurement around the world. With recent investment in new offices and warehousing in Aberdeen, and internationally at bases in Houston, Cape Town, Ghana, Poland and Germany. Supplying 55 countries, Craig International Supplies offers a complete procurement solution to oil, gas and mining industries worldwide. Helping to drive this is their online procurement catalogue eBuy, allowing customers to view over 60,000 products. A dedicated app provides access to orders anywhere in the world. In a completely different field, Craig Group runs the Kings Links Golf Centre, the largest independent golf retail centre in Scotland. Boasting a 56-bay driving range and 3,000 square foot superstore. The King's Links also offers the latest teaching facilities and custom fit services. The Craig Group Golf Sponsorship Programme is helping talented individuals, including Scottish golfers Richie Ramsey, Scott Henry, James Byrne, Scott Henderson and South African Heinrich Breuners, achieve sporting excellence.
Support from the Craig Group's been an integral part of my improvement over the last 6 years. I've had some real career highlights. The graduation from the Challenge Tour up to the European Tour, winning the South African Open and winning the Amiga European Masters last year. You really feel like you're part of that Craig Group family. That support really makes a massive difference.
Craig Group strongly believes in supporting and giving back to communities both locally and internationally. The Craig Group's support for education excellence has resulted in significant donations to the new University of Aberdeen Library and Robert Gordon's College.
Our ambition here at Robert Gordon's College is to be a world-class school, and we want to make sure that we have the best possible facilities in order to give the pupils the best possible learning experience. We're extremely pleased that we have had a gift of £750,000 to put towards the Craig Centre for the Performing Arts. And we were absolutely delighted that the Craig Group gave us a gift of £250,000, the interest of which will pay for a pupil to attend Robert Gordon's College free of charge forever.
The Craig Group have been friends of this university for very many years. The donation that enabled this library to take place was fundamental. Indeed, the 7th floor is named after the Craig Group, and there is a wonderful statue of David Craig there looking out over the North Sea. Without the Craig Group, there would not have been a library.
This year also saw a significant contribution to the Maggie Centre in Aberdeen.
Maggie's is a place that people can come to put together a package of support to get them through cancer and coping with that experience. All of that takes place within this hugely uplifting environment and is the furthest thing that you can imagine from a hospital corridor. The Craig Group were instrumental in delivering the centre. It was one of our major funders who came on board early and made this a really special place to be.
With the current directors and 4th generation of the Craig family represented by Douglas's children Samantha, Stephen and Andrew, the Craig Group is poised for further growth. North Star Shipping has committed a further £70 million investment in 6 new emergency response and rescue vessels to be delivered during 2014 and 2016, and will hope to achieve a 13th consecutive British Safety Council award. CIS plans to extend its global reach by opening new bases in Perth, Australia and Mozambique. Investing in the future of the community, Craig Group will continue to support a range of projects in sports, the arts, education and charities. Longevity and success have been achieved by constant evolution. A strong financial base and rich heritage are the foundations for a strategy of ongoing expansion and investment in people and services. Craig Group, 80 years of safety, service and quality.